Delhi police had to file an FIR against unknown people in the Delhi pellet gun case. Mr. Gandhi took everyone by surprise when he walked inside the police station with the family of the victim. According to Congress, Sahil first submitted a written complaint on 14th August and followed it up on the 17th August but did not receive an FIR number or acknowledgement. Rahul Gandhi then accompanied him to the police station, and when his demand was not accepted, he decided to sit on a dharna outside DCP's office. Let me play out Rahul Gandhi's bite first.
ये न्याय का पहला कदम है, केस लॉन्च हुआ है। देखिए जब से आपको ये गोली लगी 20 जुलाई आज 1 महीना हो गया। छर्रे शरीर में है, 3 छर्रे आंख में है, आंख से इनको दिखाई नहीं देता है, 3-4 छर्रे दिल के पास है। साफ दिख रहा है कि एक युवा के साथ अन्याय हुआ है। और तब भी आज सुबह 11-11:30 बजे हम यहाँ आए। 1 महीने से ये घूम रहे हैं। 11:30 बजे आए, अभी 6:30 बज गए हैं, पौने 7 हो गए, तब जाके FIR फाइल किए। अब आप इमेजिन कीजिए इस देश में कितने महिलाओं का बलात्कार होता है, रेप होता है, कितने बच्चों को मारा जाता है, कितने लोगों को गोली मारी जाती है, कितने लोगों के शरीर में छर्रे होते हैं। ये न्यू दिल्ली, बिल्कुल दिल्ली के बीच में पुलिस स्टेशन है, यहाँ पे न्याय नहीं मिल रहा।
The Congress has made this a larger question of police accountability. The party says Sahil suffered serious pellet injuries, including damage to one eye, and is demanding that the alleged use of force be investigated through an FIR. But the BJP has strongly rejected Rahul Gandhi's approach. BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad accused Gandhi of indulging in what he called the politics of anarchy. The BJP also claims that an FIR has already been registered in connection with the incident and that the matter is being investigated. BJP pointed out that the Supreme Court has already constituted a 5-member high-powered committee headed by former Judge Justice R Subhash Reddy to examine allegations of police excess during the protest. The committee is expected to examine allegations involving pellet guns, electric baton, lathi charges, tear gas and other crowd control measures. But first, let me play out the entire visual sequence that encapsulates the day.
It's legal. He's requesting an FIR.
Sir, already submitted.
No. He is requesting an individual FIR for this bullet, for the pellet injuries. Okay, very simple. You are not doing it?
Sir,
Okay, let's do it. I'm telling you what's going to happen. नहीं मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको होगा, तो आप समझ लो. I will go outside. I will sit there until the FIR is done. I will sit there 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, 20 days. Your government will have a problem. सलमान साहब की पीसी हो गई।
ये बहुत दुर्भाग्य की बात है कि राहुल गांधी विपक्ष के नेता हैं और अब सिर्फ लोकतांत्रिक राजनीति नहीं, अराजकता की राजनीति करते हैं। अभी वो दिल्ली के पार्लियामेंट्री स्ट्रीट पुलिस स्टेशन पर धरना बैठे हुए हैं, बिना अनुमति के, बिना किसी पूर्व सूचना के। कभी प्रधानमंत्री के घर के सामने बैठ जाते हैं और अभी फिर यहां बैठ गए हैं। पुलिस सूत्रों से जो जानकारी मिली है कि जिस घटना का वो संदर्भ दे रहे हैं उसकी शिकायत लीक हो चुकी है, वो जांच का विषय है। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो लोग पीड़ित थे वो सुप्रीम कोर्ट गए और सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने स्वयं एक हाई पावर्ड कमेटी बनाई है जिसकी अध्यक्षता एक रिटायर्ड सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जज कर रहे हैं, उसमें 2 जज और हैं, एक सीबीआई के पूर्व डायरेक्टर हैं और एक और बड़े अधिकारी हैं। तो इतनी हाई पावर्ड कमेटी में यह भी जांच का विषय होगा कि गोली चली या नहीं चली। तो ये क्या मतलब है इसका? आपको नियम कानून का कोई सम्मान नहीं करना राहुल गांधी। जो आपके मन में आएगा तो बस जहां जाके धरने पर बैठ जाएंगे और अराजकता फैलाना शुरू करेंगे।
On this issue, I'm joined by my 4 very eminent guests. And the question is simple: is this a big win for Rahul Gandhi? I'm joined by Yashovardhan Azad. Thank you, sir, so much for joining me on this show. I'm also joined by Professor Chambik Puranik, Advocate Arshpreet Khadial, spokesperson Congress Party, and Sandeep Pukan from The Hindu, who tracks the Congress. Let me straight away go to the Congress spokesperson first. Mr. Khadial, a big victory for the Congress Party today?
A big victory for the youth of the country is what I would rather say, because Sahil lost an eye. He was hit with pellets. Vital part was targeted. It's been more than a month since the occurrence took place, but there is an inordinate delay. There is an unjustified delay of more than 30 days in lodging of the FIR. Number one, why was the FIR not registered 30 days prior, 25 days prior? It should have been, because in law they say justice delayed is justice denied. And number two, the evidence, the witnesses, the entire case, it is supposed to go quick and fast so that it is not tampered with, so that there is no influencing happening, there is no tampering happening with the witnesses, with the evidence, etc. So one has to go quick about it, not extremely slow about it. But if the Bharatiya Janata Party was in actuality pro-youth and not anti-youth, the Bharatiya Janata Party itself would have directed the police to register an FIR, but they have only created obstacles. And look at the Home Minister of the country. For 19 days, he did not show up in the parliament. He did not even utter a word as to why pellets were ordered. My simple question to the BJP spokesperson is, just one line, if I may. The question of this debate is, who ordered the use of pellets, and who ordered that vital parts ought to be targeted, eyes ought to be targeted? Because the SOPs say that even if you are to restrain somebody, you are supposed to hit them in the leg. You're not supposed to hit them in the face.
We will go face by face. We will go face by face. The question was it a big win? You said it's a big win for Rahul Gandhi. I'm joined by someone who has served in the intelligence bureau, someone who has been the information commissioner, Yashovardhan Azad. Mr. Azad, the spokesperson of the government, they went on record to say that the probe is on. They said it's a dharna politics. But do you think that it was an inordinate delay, unnecessary, if I may use the word? FIR could have just been filed on its, in a normal course of things, rather than the leader of opposition, Lok Sabha, had to come down to the Parliament Street police station. What's your assessment?
You see, my assessment is, the problem is that if the police is using pellet guns in discharge of its duties, that is crowd control, then you cannot lodge an FIR straight away. Now, the problem is being compounded in this case because the government has not admitted and not made a statement at all, which is rightly pointed out by the previous speaker. If the government would have said that yes, the pellet guns have been used as been shown by the injuries, then obviously it will be a question of inquiry whether the police used it in the circumstances which has been directed by Swami, that is, it was absolutely necessary, and the proportionality, and that it was legal. Because mind you, the use of pellet guns has still not been banned. 2018, the minister said in Parliament that that the pellet guns have not been banned. It is used as a second last resort, and 3-day training has been given how to use it. The problem is that it was used in 2010 and 2016, and there were so many injuries, 6,000, that the MHA is full of that report. But it was never used in the mainland. So if it was used in the mainland for the first time, then the government should have answered why it has been used. But by not saying anything, the problem is compounded. And therefore, if a person goes and says that this man has been hit, then naturally an FIR will have to be registered. Unless you say it was used and in discharge of the duties, and now we will see the judicial inquiry will prove whether it was correctly used or not used.
Okay, Mr. Azad, since you have served in police, I'll read out a portion which number of papers have published. मैं हिंदी का मैं आपको पढ़ के बताता हूँ. उसमें ये बेसिकली बात ये बोली है कि मामला इसलिए जटिल हो सकता है, which can become complex because और मैं कोट अनकोट कह रहा हूँ अमर उजाला को, केस की जांच के दौरान दिल्ली पुलिस के 2 डीसीपी रडार पे रहेंगे. इन्होंने ही आरपीएफ को पैलेट गन एवं दूसरे फायर आर्म्स चलाने का अधिकार दिया था. उसमें यह भी कोट किया जा रहा है कि केस जटिल बन सकता है क्योंकि इसमें दिल्ली पुलिस के अलावा सीआरपीएफ की विशेष इकाई रैपिड एक्शन फोर्स भी शामिल है. जांच करते समय यह बात भी ध्यान में रखनी है कि दिल्ली पुलिस जिस केंद्रीय बल को कानून व्यवस्था की स्थिति बनाए रखने के लिए बुलाती है, वो उसकी तैनाती की कार्रवाई के लिए भी जिम्मेदार होती है. सो इन दिस देयर इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स चेन ऑफ कमांड, मिस्टर आजाद, इन्वॉल्व्ड.
No, it's the clarity. No. There is a absolute clarity about the chain of command in this case.
Okay.
RAF, which is a part of the CR, is a crowd control specialist. It is called by all the state governments. So, because it was not banned, somebody carried along. But in the operation theatre, the operational command lies with the concerned DCP. So, on DCP's orders, the RF deputy commandant fired that pellet gun. And this is exactly what has been reported in the general diary of the Parliament Police Station. And the injuries shown by the hospital prove that the pellet gun was used and that the injuries were caused by the pellet gun.
You know, you wrote the book Policing the Republic. You have argued on the graded response in terms of crowd management. You feel that it was breached in Delhi, the graded response?
Yeah, you see, where exactly it was used, there has to be clarity. I think it was used in Connaught Place. Now, was Connaught Place was in a supercharged atmosphere at that time? Were the policemen really getting threatened, getting overawed, overwhelmed? Now, these are the issues which have to be checked.
Okay.
Only then you can make a statement. It would be premature to say, I did abandon.
Let me take a ringside perspective from Sandeep Pukan, who has been covering Congress party, covers Parliament also. Sandeep, is there a similarity between what happened at the gate of the Prime Minister's residence and Parliament Police Street Thana? And secondly, are we going to see more of this?
Yeah. First of all, Kartike, I just wanted to tell you that this story of Sahil Locha and the use of pellet gun was actually first broken by the Hindu, by my very bright and talented colleagues Vijeta Singh and Ashna Bhutani. At that point of time as well, the Delhi police had denied the use of pellet guns. But after the report was actually printed, thereafter, way past midnight, I think this was used on July 20th, so this is sometime past 22nd of July, the Parliament Street police station actually registered an FIR against unnamed officials. And it was a complaint, not an FIR, a complaint was lodged by the RAF. The use of pellet gun was actually, as per that report published in the Hindu, was actually given by the RAF. So, and then, of course, since then, we've been following up this case. And so has the leader of the opposition. And we've seen earlier he met with Sahil Locha. And today, there was an element of surprise. Now, coming to your specific question that, is this going to happen more? Well, exactly a month ago, on July 21st, Rahul Gandhi actually had this element of surprise. It was Mr. Kharge's birthday. He had called all his MPs that please come to Congress President's house. We will have a small cake cutting. Not one MP other than 3 or 4 people who were in the know, that is K.C. Venugopal, Rahul Gandhi's own personal aide, Mr. Alankar Sawai, Priyanka Gandhi, nobody else, and Mr. Kharge, of course, nobody else knew. Only these 4 or 5 people knew what the plan was. They all gathered at Mr. Kharge's official residence at Rajaji Marg. They had that cake cutting thing, and then after that, because mind you, Mr. Kharge had actually officially announced that he is not going to celebrate his birthday in view of the violence that happened and the action against protesting students. So it did come as a surprise to many other people, and that why are they calling for a cake cutting when it was already announced? So when these people reached there, then suddenly Rahul Gandhi decided that he will walk down just a short distance from his official residence to the the back entrance of Lok Kalyan Marg, the Prime Minister's residence, and he sat on a dharna. There was a complete. He had not only taken the intelligence network, the Delhi police, and the security apparatus by surprise. He had also taken his own colleagues by surprise. And exactly a similar playbook or template was played out today, where he, out of the blue, he just lands up in one police station, and then I think he went to Mandir Marg first, and then after that he went to the DCP's office in
Yes.
Parliament, and then eventually, after 6 to 8 hours, eventually the Delhi police had to give in. Is this going to happen more? From the opposition's perspective, they would like to do this more and more, where the government appears as if they have given in to the demands of the opposition party.
This is happening in a row. But Professor Puranik, there's another aspect which, and you can say that I'm wrong. The press conference of Ravi Shankar Prasad, sort of not a press conference, his media note, and media appearance of Smriti Irani, they were not overtly aggressive. You look at the demeanor, you look at the tone, Chambi, and you look at the words used, not aggressive. I think it's a departure from what happened at Jantar Mantar. Why? What's your assessment?
I agree with you, but prior to this, I would say Mr. Azad has mentioned about the matter being sub judice. It's under inquiry and all that. But Karthikeyan, you must see Rahul Gandhi in a different perspective or style also. Our previous panelists mentioned about surprises. I'm not surprised by this optics or theatrics of Rahul Gandhi, because he has found a new constituency in the Gen Z. So that new constituency is trying to identify and connect, but they don't trust him. But still, he will not hesitate to enter into various issues of protest and all that. See, there are so many issues which Gen Z is taking, not only the examination, education, corruption, and the kind of job unemployment, etc., etc. These are all 10 to issues that are there. But will Rahul Gandhi be able to show that he is genuinely concerned about these issues? Because his role as leader of the opposition in the parliament is different from what he is performing now. He goes to the police station for the sake of the boy who is injured because of pellets and all that. So he wants the FIR to be. But it is not just for the sake of sympathy or concern, but he wants to give a message to the youth that you trust me, I am there with you.